Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to my continued playthrough of Darkest Night, where I'm attempting to beat all the odds by rolling as many ones as possible. If you watched my last episode, we went from some good luck to some pretty bad luck. Our darkness track is not doing well at all. And what's crazy about this game is it does give you plenty of chances to mitigate your dice rolls and plenty of opportunities with our powers and everything, but I'm just not having good luck with it, and it's truly, truly unfortunate. But that's okay, because we are going to continue on and see if we can beat this game. I have a feeling at this stage that I'm going to not win. Because remember, we also had a very bad draw on the darkness card for the Necromancer. And that is, as soon as we do get a Holy Relic, we must immediately discard it and go again. So that means we need 20 clues instead of 10 to get a relic. I haven't been faced with that before. That's the first time I've ever drawn that card. And I have a feeling it's going to be very challenging for us. But let's get into it. I'm going to flip all the tokens over so we can take another round of turns with our Paragon, our Enchanter, our Knight, and our Exorcist, and see if we can't do some serious damage with this this guy here, the Necromancer. Now, I moved the Exorcist to the village knowing that they were pretty confident that the Necromancer would follow him there. And he did. However, something really good is there right now, and that is this. Yeah, these ley lines, I really want to get this done, because once this task is complete, we can travel back and forth to the village as a free action. We don't need to do it. That's really, because it's in the middle of the board. I mean, it can't get any better than that. I think that's why that particular mystery card is designated for the village. But that could be really helpful to us, so we got to start taking advantage of that. But unfortunately, we have to complete the task first, so we can't do it now. We have to do this, which means we need to. We get +2 clues if we roll a 6 while searching, which means we kind of need our Enchanter to go do some searching in there and get around that. She's got a super high secrecy, so she can spend a little time in there. Maybe we can get rid of those crows. Anyway, let's get started, and I think we are going to start with our Exorcist. Why not? His turn's going to be pretty minimal at this point. His Courage boon is active, so he does get I can't activate it to get another dice roll, but he's kind of rushing off to the monastery right now. So do I want to send him to the monastery or somewhere else? I could send him. Oh man, there's some options there. There really are. But let's take a look at his event first, because we have to draw that regardless anyway. Okay, we don't have any quests on the board, so this is called Panic. He tells this story quickly and out of order. We're going to add a quest marker to a quest currently in play. We don't actually have one. We just have 3 mysteries out on the board. If there is no quest in play, and then instead draw a quest, roll 1 die to determine its location, and add 1 to the marker. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to get another quest. Let's give the quest desk a quick cut. Nightmares. Ooh, we only need 1 success. We can spend 1 grace to gain a success. If we do that, we get a charm. Oh, look at that. If it expires, it's 3 new quests here. That's bad, because we only have 2 turns to do this one. Let's see where it's going to go now. The 3, it's going to go, hopefully not to the castles. No, it's not. It's going to the forest. That's not a bad spot. Maybe I send the Exorcist there instead. Anyway, it's now the Exorcist's turn. So, we can go there, fend off the vampires. We're still just right next to the monastery. We'll get a little secrecy back. We won't be at 1 anymore. That'll be good. Maybe we can deal with the vampires and deal with this in a turn. We can only take 2 hits of grace, though. So we'll have to see. See, here's at your location. I can do the secrecy thing there, but I want other people around to do it. We also have the tactic where we can fight these pretty handily, but not this turn. So I think that's what we're going to do. I don't want this to sit out there, because, oh, you know what though? I don't think we're going to. Couldn't have been a worse one to have happen to, because of that. I don't even know if it's worth going down there unless I can get down there and do something in 1 turn. I don't know that I can. Let me see. I do have a movement. What is it? Oh, that's optionally the landlord for the Enchantress. I can optionally travel and gain 2 sparks, but I don't really have any way to get there without the Paragon taking somebody, and there's nobody with the Paragon now, so I can't use the pilgrimage to to get anybody there this turn. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. Wow. That means there's going to be 3 quests pop up there, and we're not going to get the charm because it's a 2-turn quest, and we already lost 1 of the turns. I think we just let it go. I think we're just gonna have to let it go, right? Don't see another option. But you know, it's almost worth going down there anyway and having the Exorcist go down there and have the Necromancer chase him there. Kind of puts him away from areas of trouble that we need to contend with. So I think we're going to do that. We'll go down here. The Exorcist will move down there. That'll increase the Exorcist's secrecy to 2. Not that big of a deal. I'm debating on whether or not so that it's not that bad. We can elude or fight off the vampires. Either way, the result's the same. We only have 1 die unless I activate the Courage boon. That'll give us 2 dice. I think I will, because we also get to reactivate at the beginning of his next turn, so why not do that? He's not going to have to deal with the Necromancer this turn. So let's do that. We're going to take his Courage boon, though I've had a really bad time activating it. Should activate more often. We're going to deactivate it, and that gives him a die for the whole turn. Not that I need it for the whole turn, but we're going to roll to fight off the vampires. Why not? And we got a 5 and a 6, so I would have done it regardless. He just takes no damage. That's what I really wanted, because then he can try and take out the vampires next turn, and I think the Necromancer will probably follow him. Alright, that's going to be the end of the Exorcist turn. Alright, sorry for talking all through that strategy, but I wanted to talk about what we're going to do. I think we're going to go to the Enchantress next. They call her the Enchanter, but it's clearly a woman, so I'm calling her the Enchantress. But it says Enchanter on the cards. So we're going to go. We have some choices there. Getting rid of this taint. I don't think that's that big a deal right now. I think I'd rather go for the clues at the battle site and stuff. But let's draw her event card. Dream Eater, failure, create a blight. So we could end up creating 2 blights there. 5 and a 4. Let's see. The beat of wings, a screech like a sinking ship. The feeling of irrevocable mistake. Okay, well, what's she going to do? I think I want to move her. I don't know if I want to move her yet or not, but we can do this tactic. We'll elude with 2 dice against the Dream Eater, which is going to be a 4. And if we roll a 6, we get the refresh of power. All her powers are currently fresh, so I'm not worked up about that. But you know what is interesting? There are 2 crows. When you destroy a blight, other than with this card, you may destroy another blight of the same type anywhere on the map. We have 2 crows. It might be worth her heading on to the village. She's got high secrecy. It's very likely that the Necromancer will not stay there during his turn. That might be an option, because since you can get the ley lines too. That's a good option, and we get to travel. So, but anyway, first off, we have to deal with this guy. So we're going to do this Ride the Ether. It's a tactic. We're going to elude with 2 dice. If we roll a 6, we get the refresh power, but all her powers are okay right now. We did roll a 6. Fantastic, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, she eluded the Dream Eaters, so we're okay there. And then do I want to do the battle site or move her to the ley lines? I think we're going to move her. She can't get any more secrecy, but we can use this action. Exhaust to gain 2 sparks and optionally travel. So we're going to exhaust that. That's going to give her 2 sparks and optionally travel to the village, which would give her a secrecy, but she's already at 6, so there's no point in doing that. Now, the evil presence there does cause us to elude, and she also has to do this one. So we're going to use her Ride the Ether again. If we roll another 6, remember Ride the Ether is a tactic. So when we get there, we have to sneak around the village and make sure the crows don't spot us. We need to roll a 4 or better. I'm going to use those same 2 dice I rolled. They're rolling better. And let's see, we're going to try and elude, because crows, I'm coming after you with finally get to use our relic, our artifact that we have, the Wand of Contagion. So let's do this. We're going to Ride the Ether again. Hopefully we roll a 6 so we can refresh that other power. Wow, we did. We rolled a 6. That is so awesome. Okay, well, off and on turns, I tell you. So we're going to get to refresh the Landlore again. That's pretty good. And she eluded the crows, so she does not lose the 2 secrecy that she would from doing that. Good job, Enchanter. Wow, and she's got 2 sparks. We're going to lay down the law next round with her. But She's a brave girl, snuck into the area where the necromancer is. That's the end of her turn. Okay, next up we got so the last two people for this turn are the knight and the paragon. The knight is already up here with the whosoever worthy mystery, and as an action we can gain clues equal to our current grace, which for her right now is 0. Right, 0. So I think that's right. She was heading on to the monastery, so we're not doing this with her. But that is up there. So let's draw her event card, see what she gets. Gain a spark, draw a quest, roll 1 die to mark its location, and add a quest marker to it. This is called Call to Action. A crystallized moment, your path stretches before you, bright as dreams and sharp as loss. Okay, pretty cool. That is nice that the knight is going to gain a spark. And then we're going to do what? We're going to take a quest. Let's get a quest out. The Mourners. Oh, nice long one. Nice. Spend 1 spark to gain 1. Wow, could this be serendipitous? We'll see. To gain a... we need 4 successes on this. During your action phase in this location, you may do this repeatedly. So, Enchantress, we know what you're doing. Complete... Oh, -2 to the darkness track. That's fantastic. But if it expires, we get a stigma blight. Recent tragedies have left most of the locals in mourning. Comfort the grieving to show your solidarity and unite the people. Well, let's see. This is a random location, so let's see where it goes. It's going to 1. I think that means, wow, it's staying in the village. Perfect. Could it be better? Could it be better? Wow. Because remember, that does not require an action. It just requires to spend the sparks on our action phase. It is not an action in and of itself, so we can probably get that done this turn. Oh, and then I need, or next turn, really. I think we'll probably do it next turn because I want to get rid of those crows. We're going to put 1 time marker on there, so we have 5 more turns to do that. Not a problem. All right, that is not the end of the knight's turn. The knight is making a mad dash to the monastery. So, knight is going to move into the monastery, where she will gain a secrecy. That's good. That puts her up to 4, so she's in pretty good shape there. And then she's going to chill and camp out. So that is her turn. Last but not least, we have the Paragon. The Paragon is up there with a bunch of blights up here. We have a dark fog, a crows, a void, and a curse. They're all bad. The void we can't do anything about. So we do really need to destroy a curse in here. Though we are immune to the crows because we have an aura of fortitude making us so. However, it's going to be really easy to destroy a blight, and the crows, I don't think he wants to destroy the crows. Let's draw his event and see what he gets. Metamorphosis. Randomly select one of your powers, then spend 1 grace, or place the selected power at the bottom of the deck and draw a card from the same deck. Okay, you suddenly feel as if the fates have spilt ink over the story of your life. What has changed? All right, well, let's talk about that. I like his powers. Which one is the one I like? God, I really don't want to do that. I might have to, but that'll put him at 0 grace. Well, we can solve that problem too, but if we do, we won't be killing any blights this turn. I mean, God, that pilgrimage has been so powerful. I mean, the effusion, I could get rid of the effusion. God, it's just so good. I just can't. I cannot give up this pilgrimage. It's been too valuable to us. And the only other card I could give up outside the aura, which is not a good idea, is this. He needs an aura to really empower some of his other abilities. I think he's going to have to take the grace hit and then activate the effusion. Man, that did not go the way I wanted to this turn. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So he's going to go down to, the Paragon's going to go down to 0 grace. And instead of tackling one of these blights, which is going to delay us and make things worse for us, we're going to actually, and he'll have to deal with the crows as a result of this too, I think. If you have an act, you must deactivate, and all the heroes, including yourself, gain an extra blight or extra grace. So he's going to do that. Unfortunately, that deactivates the aura of fortitude, so he is now vulnerable to the crows. That is not good, but he gains 3 grace, putting him back up to his total. So he's back into good graces, but that was not the action I wanted to take with him. So that's going to mark the end of his turn. Okay, let's go on now. We got a lot going on with this board right now, so let's go on to the Necromancer's turn. We know the first thing that's going to happen is this is going to go up to 18. We're at 18 on the darkness track. Not a good place to be. We are going to, first, let's do the big damage here. We're going to put another time marker on this quest, making it go away. That was a bad quest to pull at this point in the game. And as you, I don't know if you recall when I read it, but when it expires, we get 3 new quests there in that location. So let's draw them and see. Foul Water, spend 1 grace to gain 1 success. We need 3 successes. Holy Lord! Your action phase in this, during your action, you may do this repeatedly. Okay, similar to the one we just drew, but with grace, which is worse. Complete a mystery. We get if we don't complete, all heroes exhaust all powers. Wow, the water has soured. People and animals drinking it grow sick or go mad. Cleanse the wells and the rivers before the reserves running out. At least we don't have to put it. We've got 3 turns to deal with that one. Fugue. We only need 1, and it's got 6 turns. Roll 1 die. We get 1 success for each 5+ roll. If we complete it, we get an epiphany, which is an item. If it expires, 1 hero loses a turn. Traces of dark magic are striking and incapacitating people seemingly at random. Solve the riddle of their appearance before one of your own is stricken. That's the second one there, and the third and the final one is going to be Masquerade. Again, we only got 3 turns. Spend a secrecy to gain 1 success. We need 2. We can do this repeatedly. We get -1 darkness track, or we get a confusion blight. A loose alliance of masked bandits are marauding the area. Infiltrate their ranks and expose them to restore sanity to the region. Man, that just became the hottest spot in the land, right? Boom! We're also then going to put another time marker on the mourners. I'm not too worked up about that one. I think we're going to be able to complete that on our next turn, actually. Because Ride the Ether... No, I'm not going to be able to complete that on our next turn because I want to destroy the crows. Which way do we go there? I think the crows is better. Because otherwise they're going to keep having to... Oh, you know what I didn't do was elude the crows for the Paragon at the end of his turn. He does not get to fight, so I should have done this already. Apologies for not... Well, it's not the end of his turn, right? Yes, it is. It was the end of his turn. Okay, let's do that. He rolled a 5, so he actually eluded the crows. He was fine anyway, so there's no change there. Sorry about missing that. Okay, now we'll continue on. I've added that. We've done the darkness tracks. Time to move the Necro. He's probably going to chase the Exorcist. This was a great area to chase him to, but the Exorcist does have a 2. He rolled a 1. Where's he going to go? Is he... No. You know what? The Mourners doesn't go there. That's a 6. Where's the 1? The Mourners is actually down here. I'm sorry. I made that mistake too. That's a 6 right there. It's a 1 down to here. Oh, that's a 3. Where's the 1? Man, I'm just all over the map right now. Here we go. Literally all over the map. It's up there. However, we did just roll a 1 again. So he is... The Necromancer is moving there. Good Lord. And he's going to drop another Blight. So let's see what he drops. And this game is not going well for me at all. The luck factor has been really bad. So in the mountains, we're going to drop some Spectres. Not the end of the world. Let's get some Spectres out. And apologies for putting the Mourners all over the map. But we got it right. So again, here are the Spectres. They require 4 to fight off or 5 to elude. Don't need to worry about that right now with the Exorcist, but he can't stay there. So that's going to suck. Because if he stays here, he's going to run out of... Well, he's got 2 secrecy. It's not good. He needs to continue to move. Maybe I guess he'll have to go in and get the ley lines now. I don't know. Anyway, that marks the end of the Necromancer's turn as well. So, not great. That is for sure. For sure. And the knight is going to have to spend at least a little time in the monastery to get back some grace. Wow. Okay, well, that's where we're at. Let's just go with another round with this party right here and have a good time. All right, I think first up, who are we going to go with first? I think we'll just go with the knight. The knight doesn't need to do anything there. The knight's going to gain a secrecy, putting her up to her maximum, and we're going to pray in the monastery. We're going to roll 2 dice. For every 3+ we roll, we're going to get a grace back. And we get to unexhaust all powers, but none of her powers are exhausted. Guys. Unbelievable. All right, well, that's the knight's turn. Whoop-de-doo. This is why I'm going to lose this game this time. This is tragic. It's just tragic. I can't believe how bad this is going. All right, well, let's maybe have a more fun turn with the enchanter. Okay, so the enchanter is going to draw her event. It's based on, compared to her secrecy. Her secrecy is actually really high. No, compared to the darkness track. Gosh, it's here. So we're gonna have to elude some scouts. It says a hushed word, a sudden stillness, eyes in the dark. Okay, we need to roll 5 on that. Let's see if we can do it, or we're going to lose a secrecy. Not the end of the world for her. Do I have anything that? Yeah, we're going to ride the ether. We don't have any powers to recover, but we get to roll 2 dice. And I rolled a 5 and a 6. Come on, I wish that was the knight's turn. Okay, well, we don't have to deal with the watchers. I think we're going to try and get these crows. And to kill the crows, we don't have any. Do we have anything specific to help with this? Let's see. Exhaust one of your powers at any time to activate an essence. We have essence of water, doesn't help us. Emblazon, activate on a hero at your location other than yourself. Deactivate to get a, no, that's a reroll. She's looking at all her abilities. A bonus exhaust after drawing a card, successful search, nope. Landlore, so she's really not good at taking out blights, is she? However, she's got sparks. Now, I didn't want to really use these sparks for this, but I don't think it's going to be worth trying to roll 1 die against the crows. However, if I succeed that, I kill both the crows in the ones in the village, and then with her artifact, the Wand of Contagion, I can kill the ones. Let's just read this again. When you destroy a blight, other than with this card, well, we're not destroying. Other than with this card, yeah. You may destroy another blight. Right, so we're going to destroy the crows in our area with this card, and then I may destroy another blight of the same type anywhere on the map. So that's actually what we're going to do. But I think I'm going to have to do it. Because we're not even at the mourners yet. I think we're going to have to move to the mourners anyway. But this turn we're going to destroy the crows with 2 sparks. That's going to give her. Let me think about this. Okay, I think we're going to do it. We're going to bite the bullet. Use her sparks. She is going to go from a 6 to a 5 on the secrecy. A 6, a 6, and a 3. So these crows, kablooey, they're gone. Goodbye, crows. These crows, and the Paragon doesn't know why this happened, but also all of a sudden all the crows started falling out of the sky and dying. He's thankful for it, regardless. That doesn't do anything else for the. You don't get any rewards for destroying blights. It's an interesting thing. It's just your reward is you're killing some evil stuff. Anyway, we're going to do that. It's going to be the end of her turn. Maybe she can get the ley lines next turn. She's still at a 5 secrecy, so she's still in good shape there. The Necromancer is likely to stay right now with at least this 1 turn with the Exorcist. Okay, that was her turn. We've done the Enchanter and the Knight. The Knight had the worst turn ever. Let's see, what are we going to do now with the Paragon? Well, let's go with the Paragon. We're going to draw first his card. Set back. Count the blights at your location. There's 3. 4 technically. Spend a spark, he doesn't have one, or increase the darkness track. Okay, you failed again. It always goes wrong, and every day the sky is a little darker. Why even try? Yeah, well, we definitely had a setback, which means the darkness track is going up to 19. I swear. All right, but his turn then is going to be to take a move action to here. You can't elude here, but who cares? No one's there. Anyway, he's just going to move there. That's going to increase his secrecy up to 4, so he's doing pretty good there. But that's it. That's the end of his turn. Okay, so that's it for the Paragon. Last but not least, we have the Exorcist. Okay, the Exorcist is not at 0 secrecy, so the Necromancer does not attack him, but he does lose his secrecy going down to 1. And then we have to draw his event. Deterioration, add a quest. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, guys. This game is dead set against me right now. Add a quest marker to every quest in play. That's all we need to worry about. The state of the realm is declining rapidly. It sure the heck is. Okay, so let's spread these out a little bit. Gosh, this is terrible. So now we got only 2 turns for that one, 5 turns for that one, 2 turns for that one. And then up here, we got now 3 turns on the mourners, the one I really wanted to get done. The Paragon's going to take care of that next turn. I'm not too worked up. Well, that's a spark. It's going to be here's what we're going to have to do. Oh my gosh, I can't get anything done. We're going to have to move the enchanter up there, get some sparks, right? Spend a spark to gain a success. We need 4 successes, so it's going to take her 2 turns to do that with her ride the ether, her infusion. No, she's not going to have enough. Crikey. We're going to have to get this card back somehow. Well, what we can do, not infusion, where is it? Here, landlore. Action, exhaust to gain 2 sparks and optionally travel. So we can exhaust to gain 2 sparks, then ride the ether. No, we don't have anything to ride the ether about to elude. We can't. I don't know. Maybe we go down here with her. We're just screwing it. This is just bad. Just bad. Anyway, at least the exorcist wasn't attacked, right? So can he get anything done here? Well, he doesn't have 3 grace to spend, so he can't fix the foul water. We're going to exhaust all our powers. Oh my god. We can take the action for the fugue. First off, let's roll the 2 dice for the exorcist's courage boon. Hopefully we get a 5. We got 2 6s. So the courage boon is active, so I can at least get 2 dice if I go after the fugue. What's an epiphany do? Is that going to help us with something really great? An epiphany. Search your powers deck and take the card of your choice. Okay, that is worth doing. And then the masquerade, but the epiphany needs 6 turns. I'm not that worked up about that. This one, spend a secrecy to gain. He doesn't have the secrecy to do this either. He cannot do these at all. I mean, he can't do those 2. He literally can't. So the only thing he can do is the fugue, or he can run away. I don't know which is better at this point. Run away. Heck. Guess we can destroy a blight there. I just don't see I don't think we can do these. He'll go down to 0 secrecy. He'll be attacked by the necromancer. He'll lose a lot of stuff, but we won't have blights building up here. I mean, he can go after those vampires or the specters and get them killed, I think. Because we can banish and we have our courage boon. We can go after the vampires. So then we get if we get to reroll 1s, he can use that tactic. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Okay. Again, the fugue has 6 turns. I'm not worried. 5 turns left. I'm not too worked up about that. But the other 2 we can't even complete. If the knight had gotten enough grace, maybe we could have completed it. But okay, yeah, I don't know what else to do. Okay, we're going down to 0 secrecy, so he will be attacked by the necromancer. We are going to activate our courage boon. That's going to give us an extra die. That means we're going to have 3 dice to destroy the vampires. We need a 6. Do I do this or do I do the specters? That's the question. Alright, you guys. I think we're going to do it. We got 3 dice against the vampires. We just need 1 6. Oh, we did it. That was real close. We got 1 6 on the dice. We've destroyed the vampires here. They have been there a long time, plaguing that area. It is good to see them gone. However, that is the end of our turn, and we're not doing well at all. And so the Exorcist had a great event there. I could have re-rolled the 1. It says re-roll 1s, but it didn't matter because I had a 6. So I'm keeping those dice aside. They've been doing all right for me. Well, except for with the knight. That is the end of that. So first thing, darkness track. Oh my god, we couldn't prevent it. It hit 20. So guess what? Darkness card time. And I'm just playing on the... You can make it tougher and accelerate the darkness cards, but what a stupid thing to do there, right? Seal power. Activate if the necromancer's movement is a 1, 2, or 3. Active. Heroes cannot refresh their power. Deactivate if if a blight is destroyed. That's just wonderful. So seal power. If he rolls a 1, 2, or 3, which I want him to roll, so he's not. It doesn't matter what he rolls. He's going to stay there with the necromancer. So let's hope he rolls a 4, 5, or 6 this turn. Because what's it say? Heroes cannot refresh their powers. Man, see, okay, that makes it nearly impossible to get that mourner's thing up in the mountains because I have to be able to refresh. Let's just hope. Okay. Well, I'm not rolling. I'm going to roll a 5 for the necromancer. He's staying here anyway. It doesn't really matter. He's going to attack the exorcist, but we got to do some things. So before we do that, we increase the darkness track. We got 1, 2, 3. There's 1 turn each on these. They're going to expire. We really don't have an option there. I mean, we're going to lose this game, but it's worth playing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're not 5, 6, but we're going to lose the mourners too, which means there's going to be a stigma going in there, which is horrible. Stigmas. That's the one that everybody has -2 default grace. So that doesn't affect their current grace, but when they recover to -2 default. We have to destroy that one right away. It's really bad. Okay, anyway, there we are. And he's staying there, so he's attacking the Exorcist. Now on his card, it says a Courageous Boon at the start of your turn. Can deactivate at the start of your turn for... No, this is for +1 die roll. Well, his turn's over, so it doesn't really matter. So we're going to... He doesn't really have an elude, so guess what? He's probably going to lose his last grace and have to make a run for it. Well, he could die, actually. That puts him at 0 grace against the Necromancer instead of drawing an event card. Now, he's got to try and fight off the Spectres. He did! Oh my god, thank God. So he's not dead. He almost died, guys. Almost died right there. He had to fight off the Spectres. If he had rolled anything less than a 4 fighting off the Spectres, he would have died. That would have been the end of his game. He's going to have to run to the monastery. He can't do anything more there. And then the Necromancer is staying there, so the Necromancer is going to drop a Blight. Oh, why did I do that? I didn't have to do that. It's not his turn. It's Necromancer's turn. Anyway, it doesn't matter. He didn't get close to die. I'm getting frustrated with the game, if you couldn't tell. A little frustrated by my luck. It's just been terrible. Okay, so let's see what Blight he drops in the forest. It's going to be a Stigma anyway. So we're going to have 2 Stigmas on the board. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Okay, guys, I really believe we have lost this game. I'm going to finish it. We're going to finish. We're going to lose or we're going to win, but I'm going to finish it. Okay. Because I think we're about to have a whole bunch of really bad things happen after next turn. Which means, by the way, that's the end of the Necromancer's turn. So, fun stuff had by all. These Exorcists cannot stay there and fight off the Stigma. Just can't do it. We have to go back to the monastery. It's bad enough that the Necromancer is going to continue to find him. So, at this point, so we got to get back there. There's no choice. All right, well, that's the end of that, guys. I still haven't been able to clear the 4 Blights out of the swamp. They're just sitting there collecting Blight dust. So, anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I am frustrated with this game right now, but I love this game. I love that it's hard. I love that my luck is up and down. It makes it entertaining. It tells a lot of stories, right, within the game. But we're not able to accomplish much of anything. I mean, we've been running around destroying Blights. I've been keeping Blights out of the monastery, which keeps us from losing. But in the end, the Necromancer is just clobbering us at this point. I mean, we've been stuck at 7 clues for a little while now. I have to do things to get clues. We're just not succeeding at that. We're just not. I mean, I need to get 10 and then get 10 again. And the Necromancer's only, look at that, only 10 away from the game being over for him. So I don't know how we're going to win this, but we're going to try. We're going to try. I've seen crazier things happen with this game. Take care. I will see you in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed that. I know you're hearing my frustration. I am frustrated with the game, but I am enjoying it, so don't take that the wrong way. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Take care. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.